Hi, my name's Melissa, and I am working on getting cleared for bariatric surgery. I have been trying to get cleared for around 15 years. I have had a lot of issues trying to go back and forth with different insurances and COVID and all sorts of other things, just trying to see if I can get all my clearances done in the proper amount of time so I can qualify for bariatric surgery. While I'm doing this, I've been doing a lot of watching YouTube, doing some research on bariatric surgery, trying to figure out which type I would like, if I wanted to do the gastric bypass or if I wanted to do just a simple sleeve. Well, I say simple, but none of it's simple. So I am 46 years old. My heaviest weight was 560 pounds. That was a couple years ago. I started doing the pre-operative diet that the surgeon that I'm seeing uses around that time, and I lost around 220 something pounds. I went down to, I think my lowest weight after that was 344 pounds. So this was around COVID, and they initially cleared me for surgery, and I had my surgery set for August 10th of 2020. About a week before, I spoke with one of the PAs for the surgeon that I'm using, and mentioned something about smoking marijuana, which I was doing with a card legally, which they knew about, and they notified the doctor and immediately canceled my surgery. I wasn't aware that they were concerned about me smoking marijuana. I knew, of course, I should have known, but I knew, of course, that they wouldn't clear me if I was smoking cigarettes, which I hadn't smoked cigarettes in years. I know that nicotine is what they test for. Typically, they never tested me for marijuana. And they knew I smoked marijuana. I gave them my card. They scanned my card after it expired the first year. And so, like I said, they canceled my surgery. I asked if there was any way to, speak to the doctor about it, if there was anything that we could do. And there wasn't. I just had to, since my clearances were coming to an expiration, I was going to have to go and get clearances again from all of the doctors that I have, which I have a number of doctors. So I got really depressed and decided that I was done. I was going to just give myself a break for a while and maybe start again the following year, because it was getting close to the end of the year, and I knew it was just, I was just exhausted, burned out from starting over and over. It's been just kind of a ridiculous turn. So I ended up doing it my way and just kind of eat whenever the heck I wanted. And then I started to gain a little bit of weight. Not much at first. And I would eat like a donut here or there, go out with my kids, kind of just, eat whatever the family was eating. And the preoperative diet that I was doing was real strict. Very little carbs. The carbs that I would have would be in fruit and a little bit with some of the vegetables that I would have. And I would alternate a very low carb, low fat, low cholesterol diet with shakes and just some vegetables every other week. And it was working wonderfully. I'd lost a lot of weight. So like I said, I was very depressed, and I decided that I was just going to do it my way, and ended up gaining a little bit of weight, and then a little bit more weight, and then around, not quite a year ago, maybe around May or June of last year, 2023, I started taking medication. I do have issues with mental illness. I have had issues for a long time, and I've been on many different medications. If you name it, I've probably been on it. So we tried this new medication, and I didn't even realize it at first, but I just started eating more and more, and it was like I had a unsatisfiable craving to eat food, and just like all sorts of crap. I was literally not exactly sneaking behind my husband's back, but certainly omitting what I was doing. If he asked me, I was very truthful about it, and but I just wasn't really telling him that I was getting food. And I would order things from Walmart. I would order things from Amazon. I would order things from, different places and have them sent to my house. And they would, 2023, we've been blessed with the internet and all sorts of delivery services. And I never really did DoorDash. It was just too expensive. So I would order all sorts of food from Walmart and other places, and hide it next to my bed or in a bag or in my closet. And typically when he wasn't here, I would eat, because I knew that if I did it when he was here, I would hear about it and he would complain, because he loves me and wants the best for me, and he doesn't want me to hurt and be so uncomfortable, because he knows how bad it was when I was 560 pounds. So I would eat at night after he had gone to bed, because he would get up real early in the morning, so he would always go to bed early. So I would eat at night. I would have cheese curls. Oh my goodness, cheese curls were my favorite. Love cheese curls. And then I found these pretzels covered in cheddar cheese, and they were amazing. Every bit as good as the cheese curls. Oh my goodness. Just love them. So, then once you have that salty thing, you need to have a sweet thing afterwards, kind of like another dessert. So I would get all sorts of different, whatever I wanted. Snickers, what else? Fast break candy bars, cookies, just pretty much anything you can imagine. I mean, just whatever. All sorts of cookies, cake, not so much ice cream, because I didn't really have a place, but like pretty much shelf-stable foods that I could hide in a bag in my closet that didn't really need refrigeration. So it was wonderful for a while. And then I started, I don't know if I went to the doctor, and every once in a while I would go to the doctor, and I would have my weight checked, and I would notice that my weight was going up rapidly. I ended up going from the 340 something pounds. I think before, like when I first started taking that medicine, I had gone up to around 400 pounds. After that, I gained 70 pounds really quickly within the last couple of months. So I realized it was time for me to stop, and I just couldn't do it anymore. Christmas was coming up, I would order Christmas for, candy for the stockings or something, and um, I would put it in my closet, and of course, it wouldn't stay there. I would eat it. It would be gone, and I would eat like a whole bag of Snickers, the little Snickers treats. I would eat a whole bag, and just in a matter of a couple hours. Sometimes I could get it to last for 2 days, but not long. So then I reordered some more because I was out and I needed to have some for the stockings. So I ordered stuff and then I ate it again. So finally, the last time I ordered some stuff, I gave it to my son and told him to hide it in his closet, and I was able to stay away from it because I have a lot of mobility issues. For the majority of my time, I sit in bed and I can get about from the bed to the bathroom and back. I've been working on that recently. I've had to go to a lot of doctors, visits trying to get clearance for surgery. So I've been trying to get out a little bit. And while I've been getting out, I've been going to a couple stores that I really like. I get a lot of different products and stuff from Dollar Tree or recently Hobby Lobby. I've been trying to find some crafts, some activities, things that I can do to keep from putting food in my mouth. So that's basically kind of where I'm at. Let me see. I think the highest weight before I started this diet again, this time was 473, and I've been on the diet since maybe somewhere in the beginning of January. And I have gone from 473 to, yesterday I went to the doctor, I went to my cardiologist, and they weighed me and I was 450. So I do have a really awesome scale that I got on Amazon that can weigh up to 550 pounds. And I've been checking not quite every week, but every once in a while when I'm not going to the doctor frequently. Because I know if I'm going to the doctor, they're going to check my weight anyway. So I've been doing pretty well. So that's basically it for now. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself other than that. I am married. This is my second marriage, to a wonderful man who, just absolutely adores me. And I have, four children of my own that I, gave birth to. I have a 26-year-old daughter, a 21-year-old son, a 16-year-old son, and then my youngest is 13, and she is my husband and I. That's our daughter together. My others are from previous marriage, and then he has 2 children of his from a previous marriage as well. So together we have 6 kids, and we have a couple of step grandkids. They are my husband's from his first marriage. His oldest from his first marriage is 20. Oh my goodness, I want to say she's 28 or 20. I have to do the math because I'm brain damaged right now. So she has a couple of children. One biological, and then a couple that she's kind of just adopted as her own, which I totally understand because we have some of those as well. So I am very close to being done with all of my qualifications or certifications or clearances for bariatric surgery this time. There are a lot of them that I have had to go through I have one more big hurdle, and I have to make sure all my doctors are sending in what they're supposed to be sending in. I have an EGD and colonoscopy that my gastroenterologist wants to do before he clears me for bariatric surgery, and they want to make sure that everything's okay in my stomach and that they're going to be able to do the surgeries that they need to do so that I can be successful. Everything has been cleared. I needed to get some clearances to actually have the EGD and colonoscopy. It's just kind of where they put a scope down into your mouth and look at your tummy, make sure everything's good, make sure you don't have any H. pylori hanging out in there causing problems. And then they, of course, colonoscopy. Everybody knows what a colonoscopy is. It's like roto-rooter. Go in the other end. So, and my surgeon was so sweet to make sure that I knew that they weren't going to use the same camera for both ends. I thought that was very, very nice. So, I've got that to do, and that'll be at the end of March. So, I'm hoping to have surgery potentially in April. Like I said, the end of March, and it's going to be big, just for the simple fact that because my BMI is so high, I have to go and have the procedure done in a hospital, and they may even have to intubate me if the anesthesiologist is uncomfortable with just doing a local or however they're doing it. So we'll see how that goes. I have my last nutrition consult is coming up on Monday, and then after all these are done, I'll meet with my primary care physician, and she'll send over the clearance for her end and let them know that everybody has met, or that she's gotten all the results for all of the tests as well. I have an advocate who works with my bariatric surgeon, who is amazing, and I absolutely adore her. She is very good with communication, thank goodness. I had some issues before where they weren't quite so hot, and the surgeon has gotten some new people in his office, thank goodness, and they are doing a much better job. So she and I communicate frequently. We not text message. It is kind of a text message. The group has their own messaging system that they use. Most of my doctors actually are in a network together through some of the local hospitals in town, and they all kind of work under it's kind of like an umbrella where they all kind of work together, but they all share the network, they share the system, and they can look at all the results from each other and different notes and stuff like that. And I can look at the notes as well. So they should have everything in, and but they have a messaging service, and she sends me messages, and sometimes we just call each other. We've had some issues where we weren't quite sure what each other meant, and so I would call her or she would call me, and but she's wonderful. I really appreciate everything that she does, and so I'm hoping by the end of April maybe I should have the surgery, and we'll figure out life from there. I've done a lot of research on some of the different procedures. At the beginning of any bariatric journey, they typically will have you watch like a seminar or go to a seminar. I had to watch one online. I've been to many bariatric seminars before, and in my previous life, I've taken care of a lot of bariatric patients, and seen a lot of things coming through the emergency room, coming through our hospital the hospital that I used to work at, and we would frequently, you know, deal with patients that had bariatric surgery. So I do know a lot about what I'm getting, what I'm in for. I've There are several people on YouTube that I really like and that have had bariatric surgery, and some of the surgeries that I'm thinking about, and I really appreciate the commentary and the information that they've given regarding their experiences with the surgery. So anyway, this is my journey. So I'm excited to really start a new life and really be able to get some of the weight off of my body and hopefully be able to walk again a little bit better. I have a lot of knee issues. My my orthopedist kind of laughs because there's absolutely nothing they can do for me right now. I have to wait till my BMI is much lower so that they can do bilateral knee replacements, because nothing else really will work for me. I've had the injections in my knees, and I think that's lasted maybe about a month, maybe 2 months, maybe a month and a half, somewhere in there. And I'm just, as long as I'm walking, I'm in agony, and I can hardly get around. It's really, really uncomfortable. I've been walking around in a couple stores that are air conditioned since we're in Florida. You know, even in the winter, it's not real cold. So I like to get out a little bit and try more recently, because I'm really trying to work on, you know, becoming more mobile and trying to work on just getting out more. So while I'm doing that, I was trying to find different things to do, different crafts and different activities, basically. So I went to Dollar Tree, and well, today I went to Dollar Tree, and I have found a bunch of a couple things that I wanted to try. Just, you know, I don't really use a lot of makeup, but I wanted to, you know, maybe try a little something. So I will have a video coming up about the things I got at Dollar Tree, and I've gotten a couple things from Hobby Lobby. I've seen a couple really good where they do the hauls from Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree, and I saw some really good sales on a couple things that I was looking at getting. So just look for those coming up. I've never really done this before. This is my first video, so hopefully you will like to follow me on my journey for the bariatric surgery, and maybe it will help some of my family be able to stay in touch a little bit also, so they can see what's going on as well. And hope you'll be able to see some differences. I will try to locate some pictures for you guys so you can see what I looked like at 560 pounds and when I weighed a little bit less this last time. And I'm a very large girl. I am, like I said, 450 pounds right now. So, but this is basically, I want to do this so that I can, you know, make sure that I'm consistent and make sure that I have some, I don't know, form of record. That way I can see how I'm doing now and how I do later. Like I said, I've had a lot of issues with mental illness in the past. I've suffered with depression, anxiety, which is why I'm trying to get out, because there's nothing that causes more anxiety than a fat girl going out in public. So, especially one that's using a walker all the time, and my cane. very rarely because I really need the walker at least. So, and then I have a scooter, but I've had issues with the scooter recently, so we're working on that. But I'm just, trying to make it where it's not so difficult after I have the surgery. I'm trying to, I don't know, bulk up, but not really bulk up. It's not really the right thing. So, but anyway, I'm trying to walk around a little bit so that I can not. I've gotten really deconditioned in the bed, but I've got a lot of issues. We'll talk soon about some of that. So anyway, be looking for the Dollar Tree finds that I have, and some of the finds that I have from Hobby Lobby. And like I said, those will be coming up soon, and we will talk about bariatric surgery some more later. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you like this video, let me know. If you have any questions or comments or anything, please leave them attached to the, I don't know how you do it, so leave them attached to the video. And if you are interested in following my journey, go ahead and subscribe. And I guess that's about it. So I hope you have a wonderful day.